is just fantastic. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we were going to talk about the goings-on leading up to Chantel's recent return. Her return being last night. I was plotting a video to work out where she was and talk about Legal Mindset's commentary. I might still do it, but it'll be on a live stream on this channel later tonight. If you're interested, swing by, because catching up with her, yeah. Okay, well that's something. It'll be in the pinned comment. It's also on the page, the home page of my channel. Yeah, that. Today we're going to have a look at Quirkyloverosee. I think that's how you pronounce the name. I have covered this individual before because of DMs with Amber, because Amber salty, and also a bit like jealous, insecure, thinking that by communicating with Emily, aka Tommy, that Quirky is flirting with. Apparently, the super morbid obese community need to be in unison, which is why she, Amber, is so tight with that of Chantel. Okay. Quirky 3 months ago had, after that, gotten some backlash for grifting, then went on to put out a video titled, I'm leaving YouTube. Now, it's got majority likes. A lot of people in the comments, though, calling Quirky out for blatant hypocrisy, for doing this, wanting information on the girls to use for commentary, whilst also going on a weight loss journey, failing the weight loss journey, and getting progressively worse. I will play a brief clip of that leaving YouTube video here.
Hi, welcome to me. For the last time, this isn't clickbait. We're talking about it. First, I want to address the care about most supporters. People get me, people who support me, understand ups and downs, and understand what I'm going through. Thank you. I want to thank you so much for everything you've done to be a part of my journey and make dreams come true. But I gotta go.
No, I'm not going through all of it. It is worth noting, on Quirky's channel, claiming to leave YouTube meant absolutely nothing because while they didn't do much in video form, which makes sense because they don't really get the views to justify it, they did not stop live streaming. They have been less frequent on the live streams, but they are very active nonetheless. And as these streams have gone by, one thing has become very much apparent. Quirky is leaning more and more into the mukbang side of things. The feeder fetish side of things. A side of things that on YouTube, based on their own terms of service, not of their, on their, yes, terms of service, it would be considered a violation for promoting very dangerous behaviors, right? It's why the likes of Amber don't do mukbangs, because Amber knows Amber will get demonetized. If you do it in a live stream format, though, you can get around it, because some people will undoubtedly donate to you. And that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. What's not so good for Quirky is, as I stated, she has gotten bigger, less able to mobility down the drain. And because that mobility has gone down the drain, things have started to get more tricky for her. Some things that haven't changed would include a limited ability to speak. So yes, we're going to do a little catch-up first before we dive in. Take, for example, this clip tweeted back in Feb of this year.
I want to go ahead and weigh myself to see if I'm on a downward trajectory with some of the changes I've made the past couple days. I'm not expecting a huge change because it's only been a couple days.
Trajectory, everyone. I know Americans like to, Canadians sometimes do as well, North Americans as a whole like to make up words, claim them as your own and run with it because your uniqueness. There's an argument there of uniqueness, of course. Yes, trajectory is not a word. If someone now wants to make it into a hero thing, good luck with that. It belongs to Quirky. Now, I took the liberty of also looking at more recent TikToks. Quirky doesn't generally go in on those that send much in the way of hate, but Quirky does respond to things here and there, and does lean more into the feeder content, but when Quirky does respond to the hate, we get this, which I can't play the audio of, because it's music, of course it is. When it comes to the online presence of the neurodivergent vlogger, this is from the YouTube description page, yes, the majority of what we get is from indoors, and again, nothing wrong with that if you are, for example, agoraphobic. I take no issue with that, and of course I'm not going to use that against anyone, for any reason whatsoever for that matter. Everyone has struggled. How one does to combat, to manage, to progress is important. In the case of Quirky, as time has gone by, because of the no longer visible attempts to improve one's situation and health, things don't look so good. And I do not mean, of course, I don't mean it to sound morbid in any way. It's just reality. A race to the bottom. The only difference is, unlike others within the community of mukbangers and feeders and bees, there aren't many that live long. Changes have to happen at some point. For Quirky, as time has gone by, this year especially, there's been no obvious sign of any definitive change. Because people like to be different, and I'm not going to denigrate Quirky in this respect, although this is quite the quirk. Quirk is, for someone as young as she is, reliant on a number of medications. However, and this is where the quirk part comes in and why many do roll their eyes, Quirky has medication anxiety. I don't know if there's a medication for that, but I would assume a beta blocker is on your list. If it's not, I'd be somewhat impressed. Here is a relevant clip from a TikTok for that.
My name's Rosie. This is day 3 of me taking my meds. I just want to say I probably plan on doing a TikTok live today. So if you see the button, make sure you come hang out. But I need to do a bunch of cleaning. I need to do a bunch of phone calls and stuff. I just have so much that I need to do. I'm so anxious, so I actually added my anti-anxiety med to the mix. I don't normally take that in the morning, but I'm so anxious right now, so...
Now I can't show, as you may have noticed, anyone taking any form of medication, because YouTube are very sensitive about that unless you want to be demonetized. That's why over the years I found it fascinating Reid used semaglutide and showed us a lot of the stuff involved. In May of this year, a picture was doing its rounds. This picture. This was taken from one of her live streams, because, as we know, she's not making videos. And she is bigger. A lot bigger. There is losing control, and then there is giving up all semblance of control, and surrounded by people who are just willing to enable that. Which is another point many do raise. Because in a subsequent video, in June of this year, so 9 days ago at time of recording, this video is doing its rounds. You may notice in the background the parents interacting with their daughter, who are just okay with the fact their daughter is wheeling themselves through a kitchen on a chair because they can't stand up. Closer and closer to the era of what is considered bedbound. An era I would not wish on anyone.
My face too much. Let me wash my hands real quick.
Did you fix you didn't fix the cold top yet? No, no, why is it 15? Oh. Do you guys have a fight book for her yet? When and how long is she going to be here for? 10 days. No, it's fine. I'm not. It's fine. We haven't said names.
I'm going to go ahead and assume I'm not the only person that finds that level of being okay with enabling a bit unhealthy. I understand that Quirky has a number of health conditions. I also know that from time to time Quirky does respond on TikTok to those who try to elevate her, to give her a chance to do better. I'll insert one particular clip here.
I've really been struggling with agoraphobia. I haven't left the house since March 22nd, and I'm gearing up to get ready to leave. I'm literally already starting to cry because I'm so anxious. I've already taken my anxiety medication. I made sure to eat a little something even though I don't have much of an appetite because I'm so anxious. And I wanted to document this moment because the comment section and the replies to this video literally also is part of why I'm so emotional, because everyone's being so sweet, because Tiki has such an amazing community on TikTok, and hopefully everything goes well.
However, you are not getting better, and I will agree small steps are what are needed, but when you are on limited time because of choices you make, there is only so much you can get from life before life consumes you after you've consumed so much through your life. Your parents should be doing better to help you be stronger and better. And to continue streaming after claiming to leave for reasons tickled everyone to no end. It's why a number of those who pay attention to the likes of Amber and Chantal? Yes. Miriam, whatever bloody name was. Foodie, yes. It's why those that pay attention to them also paid attention, loosely, to you. The most recent picture of yours tweeted that took my interest was tweeted by Charlie Gold. This is the picture in question. Rosie finally got fired due to missing so much work. It's a work from home job. Now she's looking into contacting someone to look into the company and its practices. Apparently, they've been shady this whole time. Lamau. Now, because I'm a boomer, I accidentally screen recorded the wrong stream before getting the right part. The part I recorded was from a different pool stream, which does raise questions about quality of life, but I hear these are quite common in some areas of the US. Yes, because it's a bit warm in Florida right now, so naturally, for someone like Quirky to stay a bit cooler when it's 28 degrees Celsius outside, a pool would be a little bit on the useful side. I did eventually, though, get to the part where Quirky spoke in a separate stream, correct one, about being fired from a job where one worked from home. I'm going to insert now, if you work from home and you want to complain about the practices of the workplace, you already have a very convenient occupation, one that has catered to you. Throwing shade at them because they got rid of you because you kept phoning in sick is not conducive to good productivity for the company, and also seems like it does open you up to defamation. And it does open you up to that. But I will play the relevant clip of that here.
Oh, y'all don't know yet. I just realized y'all don't know this because this happened on Thursday. But I'm currently not employed, which I'm not surprised by. I hated that job so much. And I've just been processing everything because I worked for a utility company up in like the northeastern part of the United States, and they are so like I almost want to contact somebody like that can be made aware of what's going on in the back end side of this utility company, because it just can't be legal. Like it can't be legal.
I'll stand by what I've said, because you shouldn't be throwing shade at a company you used to work for in a live setting, especially when you're using very nebulous language to do it. Because of the vagueness of how you present it, it can be interpreted in an extreme manner. You also got to work from home. You mentioned in the earlier mentioned TikTok about agoraphobia, you haven't left your place since March. You've been catered to. You've been given much in the way of concession if you're able to work from home and still get paid. And then calling in sick as much as you have, much of which has been documented in your live streams, it feels like the turnaround you reference when it comes to employees is understandable if people are taking the mickey out of their occupation.
Like the craziest shit, man. Like their systems are so bad and their turnaround is so high because their whole infrastructure is so up. And some of the stuff that I witnessed and like had to deal with while I worked there was just baffling. But I've been job hunting and I have an opportunity lined up that looks to be a lot better than what I was doing, so like a lot better in terms of pay, like ridiculously better. So we'll see.
I didn't bother recording any more of the live stream because I only really wanted that. People are taking notice of Quirky, and as time is going by, because of the choices you are making, you are edging closer and closer to becoming another Chantal, another food user, another Amberlynn Reid. I don't want that for anyone. I wish that these two idiots would turn their lives around, but they won't. One of whom we will of course discuss later. You rely on live streams because it is harder for people to clip you, because less people are interested in clipping. Your videos are more manageable, but they don't do you so much on views. You produce content on TikTok, on multiple platforms in fact, because it makes sense in the context of what you do. You are active on multiple social media platforms. That much is known. And much like Amber, you have everything that you could have wrong with you and some. A lot of which can be addressed if you can tackle one rather large issue that you are not handling very well. I don't want to put you on the same pedestal as Amber or Chantal, but your story times are getting ridiculous. So you are running quite the risk. As we are at the end of this, I would love to know what you all think. Please do let me know in the comments down below. If I don't see you later for a stream on Chantal, I hope you have a cracking day, and thank you all very much for listening.